Hello and welcome to another BWhack review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NASCAR Authentics Advent Calendar for 2023. This was the original Advent Calendar. Lionel just kind of threw it up. It was about to come out in a few weeks one day, and it was like, here, we just made a little amount of them. I guess they were probably kind of testing the water, see if anyone cared, and boy, did everyone care. They didn't make that many. I don't remember the exact number of these they made in 2023, but they sold out really fast. Then they were going for insane prices on eBay. Even individual cars, some of the exclusive cars in the set were going for insane prices on eBay just as one single little 164. So they brought it back in 2024, except that time they'd actually did the normal pre-order window and everything. And we'll be taking a look at that one too. And then this year's is also happening. It should be out by now, even though it's not. It was on the, I think it was the 10/28 shipping report, which as of recording this video just got released like a week ago. But for some reason, the Advent Calendar isn't released with everything else. So I don't know if they're holding them to release at a later date closer to Christmas or what's going on, but just have to wait and see on that one. As everyone eagerly waits to see what exclusives are in the new set. This one was full of exclusives too, but had a few that weren't. Then the 2024 one said 11 out of 12 were exclusive, but it was really only 10, which caused a big kerfuffle, but we'll get to that when we review that set. But here we have the original one. Said this was a nice just surprise out of nowhere. No one was expecting this, and it was a cool way to just get some random cars that we weren't going to get otherwise. So why don't we just hop right into it? We'll start with Ross Chastain's WWEX/Advent Health Final Four Phoenix car from 2022. This one always annoyed me that it didn't get made. I would have just bought this as a pre-order normal, but they for some reason didn't want to offer it normally. Guess because they didn't win the championship. Then they were going to put it in that when they were going to do another one of those Final Four sets where you had all the Final Four cars and then the champion would be in a liquid color. They were going to do that again. So that was going to be a way to get this car, and then that DNP'd. So oh well. And then it was a nice surprise to find it popping up in the Advent Calendar. It was a cool paint scheme. Both Chastain and Suarez in the 2022 Phoenix race ran combo cars with the two main sponsors at the time. Looks very nice. Got a nice graphical design, the blue and everything else. Wish they would have given us the playoff banner. Because, they can give these banners. They're mostly authentics, but there's some winner circle-y stuff in here, so you can see that some of them do have banners. So, would have been nice to give this one the yellow playoff banner at least, but oh well. Definitely just cool that it exists. This was one of those cars that was going for crazy prices immediately because it was exclusive and everyone wanted it. Next up, we have Josh Berry's Bass Pro Shop Tracker Boats Xfinity car. I do miss the mostly silver Bass Pro Shop cars. As much as the solid orange ones do look nice, I do really like Carson Quapple's 2025 Bass Pro Shop design. I do kind of miss these metallic silver ones because I do like metallic cars, and these ones disappear now. This one's cool. So it was metallic silver. You still had some of the Dayglow orange, and the back is matte black. I also did the little touch of the card chip next to the contingency sponsors and such. That's really fun. I love when cars put little details and stuff on them like that. Definitely a nice paint scheme. It's funny how in a couple years, Josh Berry went from Junior Motorsports Xfinity to then Stewart-Haas Racing and Cup, and now Wood Brothers and Cup, where he's already won a race with Wood Brothers. Next up, we have AJ Allmendinger's Roval win. The Nutrien AG Playoff Roval win. Another nice exclusive for the set. Getting exclusive raced versions is especially fun. I was they were going to make that, 4-car, 5-car, they were going to make an Allmendinger Roval win set that was pretty much all exclusives, and it was a really cool idea. And of course it DNP'd, because we can never have anything nice here. But getting Allmendinger cars is always nice, and like I said, getting an exclusive race version is definitely a cool piece. This is probably also one that went for stupid prices on eBay at the time. But definitely cool to get an exclusive race version in the set. Next up, we have Chris Buescher's Fifth Third Bank Matt Kenseth throwback. This was also a very nice surprise. This is a car that, again, they offered and just fully DNP'd, and it was really weird. It's like, how does nobody want a nice Matt Kenseth throwback paint scheme like that? But definitely cool to get that old school 17 Roush font back. But it was cool the Fifth Third Bank did this when Kenseth got inducted into the Hall of Fame. They actually ran his old Fifth Third Bank paint scheme, which I believe was the first Fifth Third Bank paint scheme in NASCAR. Definitely really cool to see. This was definitely a popular release as well. Next up, we have Jimmie Johnson's Legacy Motor Club test car. I forget if this one was an exclusive to this set or not. But always cool to get test cars. This is back when, Legacy first started. Jimmie Johnson, to promote the whole new team name and everything. So it was a black and gold, the colors of Legacy. And had some of the sponsors like Carvana and Allegiant and such. I guess now that GMS basically left the team, that Allegiant basically left with them, which is kind of funny, but that's not the only Allegiant thing in this set either. Test cars are always a unique little, nice addition to any collection, so it's fun. Whoops. Next up, we have Chase Elliott's Kelly Blue Book. A paint scheme that's been around for a few years now. He actually did just win in it a few weeks ago at Kansas. Definitely a unique design. The baby blue color mixed with the dark blue with the bright yellow does look nice. Kelly Blue Book and Auto Trader have basically kept their same paint schemes for years now because they are related. They are under the same parent company or whatever. So interesting that they do sponsor two different teams. You kind of think it would just be Penske, one car has Auto Trader, one car has Kelly Blue Book or something, but nope. Two different teams for years now. Next up, we have Kevin Harvick's Ream Ford for 2023. Another exclusive because for whatever reason, this was the only car that got DNP'd for his final season, his final full-time season in Cup Series. I think it was kind of more because it was early in the year, probably by the time people were starting to pre-order it, and it was it's the same paint scheme as last year. I don't need that, so it DNP'd, and then he, of course, announced his retirement, so everyone wanted it, but it was too late. They did make his pink one as a regular release, but the red one, like I said, is basically the exact same paint scheme as 2022. So it just had Forever and all that on it. Decent enough paint scheme. Said before, I like that they at least put ream.com on the quarter panel to fill out that space instead of the stupid Christopher Bell one that just has a ream dot and then just nothing. I think this paint scheme's better than Bell's too. Next up, we have Hailie Deegan's Pristine Auctions truck. One of the many trucks that she was very disappointing in and never really did anything, but now she went to, Indy Lights, where she also didn't do anything, and who knows where she's going to go now. That little chip on the corner there. These are basically just in the box in little clear plastic baggies just inside the little slots if you actually do open one each day like an advent calendar is supposed to be used. The Pristine Auctions pretty much always gets their stuff made. We just got that. That was the only way we got that Connor Zilic ARCA car from 2024 was the Pristine Auctions single one-off. So the Pristine Auctions definitely does seem to like to get their yearly random cars made because they sponsor a bunch of random drivers all the time. Like Ty Gibbs, Hailie Deegan, now Zilic. I don't think there's been one in 2025 on anyone yet, unless I'm forgetting something. But cool to get a truck in the set. Next we have another exclusive. We've got Erik Jones Allegiant Airlines Chevy for 2023. It is really funny how Legacy just cannot get Diecast to save their lives. Even since Legacy started in 2023, they've only had very few Diecast. They had a few the first year with Noah Gragson and Wendy's, and then especially Toyota. Since they went to Toyota, they have been not able to get anything. 2024 with Toyota, I think all they had was Jimmie Johnson's blue petty throwback as a 124. That was the only one that got made as a 124, and then they got a couple 164s. And even this year, like, there's a couple 164s again, like Jimmie Johnson's Shaq only got made as a 164, and what was the other one? They just, the Backstreet Boys car only got made as a 164. Really, the 124 that'll test them this year is they had that Richard Petty throwback at the Fall Daytona race. As of recording this video, it's still up, but have to see if that one meets MLQ, because that's probably the best chance you have is Petty throwbacks. But even those don't always get made either. Next up, we have Cole Custer's Haas primary for Xfinity from 2023. Very oddly placed contingency sponsors. So I'm not sure why it's just missing everything. They're running it like a cup car with just one logo, which looks kind of weird. Chip there too. Put them in plastic bags and they still chip, which is funny, but oh well. I believe this was also exclusive to the set. Always cool to get exclusive Xfinity cars. Well, any exclusive is fun, but said Cole Custer went back to Cup now, and he hasn't done anything really in Cup again. Went to Cup, didn't do anything, got kicked back down to Xfinity, won a championship, went back up to Cup, and now is back to doing nothing. I don't know. Anyways, next up we have Christopher Bell's Roval win from 2022. I have reviewed the 124 of this, but the 164 isn't exclusive to this set. Said it was cool to get both of the Roval wins in the same set like this. Said I had to buy the 124 of this just because it is so piled with confetti. Like, when he first won, I wasn't overly interested in it. It's just another, like, primary DeWalt win. Like, I don't care about that. But then when I saw the diecast come out and it was covered with this much confetti, I'm like, oh, I need to buy that immediately. So now you have it in both scales. Said some people hate cars like this, but the fact that there's just the regular primary that you can get other ways, and I love when the cars are piled with confetti like this. Like, they didn't take off any confetti on this whole thing. Just, you can barely even see half the logos on this car. Looks fantastic. And last up, we have the NASCAR 75th anniversary, like, promo fantasy race version thing that they made as a 124, but this time as a 164. I reviewed the 124 of this one as well. It was a nice touch. You see the right side is covered with, like, some dirt and sand from, like, the beaches of Daytona. And then the left side is covered with some, like, donuts and scratches and tire marks from a regular, like, beating and banging on the short track. Modern day. A really cool program car for the 75th anniversary. This one also does have the banners and such. Like I said, I did get the 124 of this because it is a really cool program car. I'm not usually into getting many program cars, but this was a fun one. So it is definitely cool to put in the 75th anniversary advent calendar set as well. Good. This was definitely an interesting set for their first year with this. Had a good amount of exclusives, and like I said, they only, well, supposedly increased the exclusive numbers the next year, but which they were still more than this set, but like I said, it's funny that there is a little controversy with that, but like I said, we'll get to that when we review the 2024 calendar. If you want any of these, they're pretty much long gone by now, or you're going to be paying really stupid prices for them. Any of the exclusives especially, because like the calendar itself goes for insane prices, but any of the exclusives, even singly, just go for insane prices. So you might be out of luck by now if you didn't get it a couple years ago now. Remember, for other diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check it out if you want anything. But I think pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of the NASCAR Authentics Advent Calendar for 2023. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.